Wagwana now. You don't know a thing going on. A Shaw right there, you know, you don't know Delangelo Duncan with some style. You see me? Over there in the city of Montego Bay, Jamaica. You don't know. We have a big issue. You see me? The reefs, them in some serious problem. You see me? Serious trouble, and we need to get them up and running again. You see me? Because they are very important. You see it? Yeah. We need to stop all the pollution. You see me? All of the plastic them we're not showing in the water and some style. We need them thing there cut out, you see it? So we're there. I want to see what we can do to help the situation, you see it?
And I'm Safel Peterkin, aka Safadan. From a little bit I grew up, I always like to give back to the community. I like to make an impact on the nation, make an impact on the country. And right now, I feel say it's about the opportunity right now where my dream can come true. When I can say, yeah, I did something for my parish. Realize say, yeah, the reef them, they're in some serious situation. And Sharai and I really want to make that step, to really give a helping hand, to really get back this reef up and running.
We have a passion for the thing, you see me? My country, Jamaica, you don't know, we love the country so much, you see me? And so much things that we see happen we need to fix, you see me? And the reefs are one of them, one very important one out of them, you see me? Because, you know, we are an island in the Caribbean, you see it? And our lifestyle is the sea style, you see it? Seafood, fishes and stuff. If you destroy the reefs them, oh, we are gonna get fish. The fish them go dead out, papi.
So right now we're up on a journey where we can locate all these persons to give us the relevant information. Shara and I, we met on the UWI Community Film Project. Studying film and working on different projects, we developed a bond, and from then we became good brethren.
We also found out that we have a passion for music, and we did a group song with some of our classmates. We call it The Journey of 1,000 Miles.
The journey of 1,000 miles begin with you. The journey of a mountain climber.
This song means a lot to us because, as I always tell Safel, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with you.
And I always reminding Sharai that if you don't do things for yourself, no one will ever do it for you.
Say I love you, I love you, Lord, and I need it the most. I'm so glad that I always having you close. Tomorrow's not a promise, but I gotta get this life right. It's like my wild pipe resting on a sharp knife. I don't know when my life will end, but sooner or later, time will tell. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with you.
We even have the same passion for sea life.
During the film course, we were introduced to scuba diving and underwater filming. It was new to most of us.
So when we go down the first time, I wonder how that will go exactly work. I mean, wonder if the water go they come inside or whatever, you see? But after I take the first two, you know, say, yo, everything good. So after that, now it was just free flowing, you know what I mean?
Breathing underwater and experiencing different marine life, it was so exciting. I was captivated by the coral reefs and I wanted to learn more, so I started to do some research on my own. Immediately I noticed that between the coral reefs that we saw while diving against the one I see on YouTube were different. It became clear to me that our coral reefs are in bad situation. I decided to talk to Sharai and invite him on a journey with me to learn more about coral reef, why they are in danger, and what we can do to help them. Marine Park them said they might try to bring back the reef them. So I say, yo, if you could roll with me and help me go on a journey.
Well, I don't know anything going on. I'm part of anything we say, you know, as long as it benefiting to the country and some style.
For where I come from, you know, we are like brothers, you know,
University.
And that way I pray. It's a journey of 1,000 miles, I begin to it.
I know me, dog. You.
But me and you, you see what I'm saying right now? It's a journey we are going to go up and party.
So yo, Safa,
Yeah.
you know feel say yo, when we go out there right now and get them information, we no can come back and try implement some form of program or something to try educate the youth them in a school them or so on what we learn so them can further out what we learn to them parents or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, so a real thing I talk about youth. If we reach the youths, then we can reach the nation. We are en route to the UWI Discovery Bay Marine Lab. It was founded in 1965 and it was dedicated to research on coral reefs. We are here to speak with Mr. Peter Gale. He's a marine life expert.
To our knowledge right now, coral reefs are just stones. And we cannot do some research and we are going to find out, say, reefs are actually living things. So we want to find out what are really coral reefs. You know what I mean?
You're perfectly right. A coral reef is not just stone, it is actually, in a sense, a living stone. And if you think of, as a handful of squirrels aside, so if you think of the Australian Barrier Reef, it's actually the largest living animal, as it were, on the Earth that's visible from space. Because it is a living organism based on all the animals that are contained in it and depend on each other for life and sustenance and habitat and refuge. It actually is regarded as a huge living animal.
So how we can tell the difference between just a regular stone and a coral?
Experience.
Experience.
The corals have different size and shapes of polyps, and some put out their tentacles in the day, some don't, some only put out their tentacles at night. But they're all still living, they're all actively competing for space down there.
Yeah.
That's the one resource that is limiting space. Because corals like warm, clear, salty water and a hard substrate. We're in the tropics, we're already at the upper thermal limit that most animals and plants can tolerate in terms of the range of temperatures that they can live in comfortably. So if you take that up even a little bit and maintain it for a few weeks, the things are being stressed.
It becomes too much.
It's too much for them, and when the corals become stressed, they kick out the zooxanthellae, so they go white. That's an immediate sign of stress, and they will do this in a matter of hours if the stress is severe enough.
We are going back to the Montego Bay Marine Park to find out why our coral reefs are in danger and what we can do to protect them.
Welcome to the Montego Bay Marine Park. I'm Charlene Forrester and I'm the Science and Research Officer here.
My name is Joshua Bailey and I'm the Outreach Officer here at the Montego Bay Marine Park Trust.
And I'm Senior Ranger at Monteith. And as you're seeing behind me here, we are within the Montego Bay Marine Park.
My main role and responsibility here at the Marine Park is to carry out surveys, monitor the reef, and log and report on those activities and conditions of the reef.
Fun fact about myself is that my name, my first name, Atar, it means reef. So, what we say, I'm living in my purpose.
We are very passionate about our mission, which is to care, protect, conserve and restore a healthy ecosystem for Montego Bay.
You remember we did our scuba diving course, which was our Discover Scuba Diving, and it was really fun. I mean, but while diving, we realized that most of these reefs located in the North Gully section along Pier 1 coastline here, are in some serious problem. They are deteriorating. So we really want to understand what is the main reason that contribute to this aspect.
First of all, we have environmental factors that are, some of them are beyond our control, and then you have the human aided impacts, right? Such as the garbage disposal, the effluents coming off the land, all that is settling out on the reef.
You have a sewage outpour that comes into the city. Most might not be so, privy, or what they would say, to see it or to smell it, but it's there.
We have 6 gullies emptying in the park. We have the North Gully, with South Gully, and a few other little drains that are straight off land. So it's the raw, everyday garbage, solid waste, contaminants, everything just empties out into the ocean.
The oil now, what it does, it blocks the sunlight from the reef, because the reef is a living thing. The coral reef is so unique that it's a plant and an animal at the same time.
So now we're at the North Gully. As you can see, there's a lot of build-up and sedimentation behind me right here. This has occurred over the years due to wave action and sedimentation that has been coming from the gully. This gully extends all the way back into the community of Green Pond and Cornwall Courts around that region. And what happened is this area right here, there's some reefs along this side extending up towards the western end of our park. And what normally happens is eutrophication, aka nutrient-rich water. Another term, layman term, a lot of polluted water. It causes macroalgae to grow on our coral reefs. A solution to this problem, it's simple. Pretty much dispose of your garbage properly. It takes an individual effort to do so.
We at the Montego Bay Marine Park, we want people to know how better to manage their garbage, how better to manage the things that they do on land, because even though it seems far removed, everything that we do on land affects us here on the water, right? And so things such as, little things just as like dropping your poly bag or the little clear plastic bags on the ground, when those things reach into the water, they look like jellyfish. And one of our endangered animals here in the Caribbean is our green turtle and our hawksbill turtle, and they love jellyfish.
Because it looks like a jellyfish, he's going to consume it, and that turtle will go for days and days and days and still feel full until the turtle dies. So pollution is a no-no.
As I said, you're into diving now, right? Yes. So as we have International Coastal Cleanup Day, you can go a step further and not only cleaning the coastline, but instead you can go and do underwater cleanup, removing debris from the reefs that are choking the reef itself and even being ingested by marine organisms.
A lot of people sit down and wait for politicians, and we can't wait for the big things, even though there are big things that need to happen. What each person needs to do is just make a little step inside of their home. Little things like even conserving your electricity goes far in terms of things like global warming. So the more times you plug out something, you're contributing to conserving your environment.
And public education involves us going around to schools coming here, carrying them out to the reef to explain, to show them that it's a living organism out there and it's not just a beautiful rock under the water, but it's also living. And if something is living, that means it can die.
Right here, we are feeling the same effects of other places around the world. We're seeing increasing temperature of the sea surface. And when you have increased temperature, that alters the chemistry of the balance of the water system and how it flows or come together to build a relatively good ecosystem. And as you can see in the background, commercial activities taking place. This is not ideal for any reef situation or any ecosystem to thrive. You have the suntans from the visitors, you have inexperienced divers or snorkelers kicking up sand, touching the corals. All this is really affecting the marine life, especially the coral reef.
Snorkeling and diving and even swimming, the quality of the water depends on the health of the coral reef.
in terms of fishing and fishermen overfishing, I mean, how can this affect the reef, overfishing?
Going out and you're catching all that fish, all that fish, all that fish is going to affect our reef. Not only the amount of fish, but also the type of fish.
We know that things like our parrotfish and our doctorfish, these fish actually are grazers. They help to clean the algae that grows from the nutrients that come from the activities that we do on land into the water. They clean off the algae. So unless we have something or we support the animals in the water that are helping to clean our waters, you know, we're not going to really go anywhere.
The fishing industry also benefits from the health of the coral reefs because the fish and the sea creatures breed within the coral reefs, within near shoreline, within the park as well. And when they breed and they grow, they go out, and those are the ones that are captured.
It is clear that the fishermen's source of living depends on the health of the coral reef, and they should also help in protecting this fragile ecosystem. How can fishermen help to really improve and get back these reefs up and running?
The fish are migrate, brother. The man stand up on the reef. You kill it. You stand up on the man house and you pop it down. You don't stay there. You don't left, not true. You understand me? Exactly what happened. The suntan lotion cause the reef run. As you do so, boom and touch it, it break away. You're not supposed to touch the reef, none at all.
It's all I saw with them when inside the hotel, turn shape back in the sea, run out back in the sea. So most of the fish them gone deeper.
We normally plant back a reef when we down the girl, man. We plant it back when we down the girl. We plant it on rope. We string rope, get the finger coral, plant it in the rope. Allow it make it grow. As soon as it start grow, we open back the rope and take it out of the rope and plant it back in the sand. And it stay there and grow.
We as young youth, we just want to see if we can help to bring back the reef, as we need it, our family need it, our children to come need it, and this is the fishermen's food. This is what they live after. And if they're not catching as much fish, their family in serious problem. Children can't go to school, they can't eat. So let us do this, and we need your help.
You know, the whole of we need to do it. You understand me? Fisherman, everybody put together. Who they use the ocean. Have to go together to put on the reef.
The fishermen them don't catch fish in the reef. Don't catch fish in the reef. Yeah, don't catch fish in the reef.
People often wonder or ask the question, what is the economic value of the coral reefs within the marine park, for example? What's its value to tourism? What's the value to fishermen? What's the value to the society and all? A study that was conducted in 2011, I believe it was the Organization of American States and the value of coral reefs. And there was a blanket figure that they came up with, which was $47,711,877 per year. And what the categories are is, for example, how much income would come into a beach, for example, when people come in and they pay the money to go to the beach. What's the value of real estate that are on a shoreline, for example, beach near dwelling, and urban centers? That's what they use. Coastal forests, in other words, how many different plants and animals that contribute to the coral growth live in the coastal forests. The mangroves, the rivers, the streams, and so forth.
Ferry's crossing this, right?
Yeah.
So we have a stop. We are heading to the Bluefields Bay, where some of Jamaica's healthiest coral reefs can be found. We are anxious to view them for ourselves and to learn what they are doing to maintain them. So, Bluefields.
I said, C30 nesting area.
Here at the Bluefields Bay Fish Sanctuary, we are meeting Mr. Livingston Thompson, who is the president of the Bluefields Bay Fishermen's Friendly Society.
Welcome you all from the Marine Park on Montego Bay. My name is Livingston Thompson. I'm the president of the Bluefields Bay Fishermen's Friendly Society. I'm also a game warden, patrol the sanctuary. This is my home. I here like 15 hours a day to get the job done with the other staff.
My size. Yeah, child. So my foot big. We are here with Mr. Thompson. Such a privilege.
Blessing, Rasta.
Having us.
Blow.
Good.
Mr. Blow.
Yeah.
How we make them call a Blow?
Boy, I don't know my band come yellow one day. I'm too name Blue, the man then say color.
Boy, you will blow too. Blue shirt, blue hat, blue.
We try live up to the name.
I like it. You see life because of blue life.
Simple.
For real, man, for real.
You see, no blue, you know.
You know I take it color of the sky.
Take it color of the sky.
But you know we go already.
But you don't know, say, we come up here and really a long time we want to make a dive, you know, because we get to understand, say, up here, the reefs them they will really look beautiful, and during the dive we see it for ourselves. The reefs are very beautiful, colorful. It's like a movie me I watch. It's like I reef them on YouTube.
Yeah, cause back in Montego Bay we don't see things like them.
The problem is we don't have too much tourists.
Okay.
And them use the suntan lotion and go under the water, and that damage the reef.
And the tourists themselves they love touch.
And yeah, so we carry tourists go out there now, but we tourists we carry go is like we have a company, Reliable and Country Adventure, owned by Wally Christos.
Okay.
And him get the tourists them come from straight from the university them, and we carry them at sea. So when we carry them go to snorkeling tour, we make it known to them that they mustn't use no farmer suntan lotion.
Suntan lotion.
To go under the water, because the suntan lotion carry a chemical to destroy the coral, because it can dissolve out in the water. So it lodge on the reef itself. And you don't find no fish out there eat off them the surface. So did and it beat the coral over time.
I just see alone, I say, what help you for really sustain this reef?
We have a society, you know. We have a Bluefields Bay Fishermen's Friendly Society. We have 50 odd members.
Oh, cool, no?
We have a board and we have a staff of 13 we work the sanctuary. I want to patrol the sanctuary for illegal people who are fishing illegal in the sanctuary. We look out for everything because all the way, a game warden. We have workshop with the fishers and the divers them. But really all we never know say the coral was so important until we go through all of them the training.
We too.
When we go through it and realize, we start imparting with the rest of fishermen them and explain to them.
Are there anything else you think we can really go back propose to the Marine Park in Montego Bay?
Workshop. And tell the people them the importance of the reef.
Yeah, just workshop.
Yeah, because the more the people them education, you know.
Yes,
the more you educate the people them about the thing. Because a man can't have him whole for university degree and then something and he don't know nothing about that thing.
Mr. Thompson pointed out to us that education and public outreach activities are important for protecting coral reefs. Shara and I, we learned so much from this journey. Now it's our time to go back in our community to share this knowledge so that together we can help our coral reef to survive.
I strongly believe that there is hope for our coral reefs. To us at the start of this journey, coral reef was basically just another rock.
One of the largest animals from outer space right now on the earth.
Something that we need to care for, something we need to protect, you know what I mean, because it benefits us.
I want to implement all our programs in every school. We touch primary school, all age, infant straight up to high school.
So they can go out and educate their parents.
I will just want to give back to the community. Jamaica, Mobile, city, the city nice.
Stop showing no get plastic back to them in the gutter. Stop dashing no waste at sea. You know what I mean? When you dog them dead, you bury them proper.
And they run go straight back in the ocean and they affect the reef.
So Shaw right there and Safel Peter King there.
It's not just a documentary. We are talking from the heart.
See me with some style.
The journey not stop us now. The journey just begun.
The journey of 1,000 miles. I shine.
Preston, Eccentric, Max Best,
Safadan. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with you. The journey of a mountain climber begins from the floor. The journey to entrepreneurship begins in school. My you keep your head up, ghetto you keep your head up.
It's a journey deep within true. We come from the ghetto, them say we now win. So we keep trying, better me life. Them still a stop the thing. My life ain't no perfect, but me know me no worthless. Me not stop from try and search, yes. Every man have a purpose. Like a camera, me keep my focus.
The journey of 1,000 miles begin with you. The journey of a mountain climber begins from the floor. The journey to entrepreneurship begins in school. My you keep your head up, ghetto you keep your head.